And welcome to the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Burk, talking about movie trailers today.
We are looking at a teaser trailer for a new Malayalam film called ARM. It's actually Ajayante Randam Moshanam. And so it stars actor Tovino Thomas. He's in 3 roles in this movie. So he's got 3 characters, and it spans a time frame of 1900 to 1950s to 1990. So I can't wait to see what this is about. This is directed by Jithin Lal. And I think it's one of his first movies. So it's a very big deal that Tovino Thomas was in it at all to begin with. But yeah, so we did a title announcement ages ago. Yeah, we did a title announcement a while ago, but this is the official teaser. It just came out. It's all over the place. All the big stars are dropping it for this guy. They're all friends. So I'm very excited. Okay.
Cool. Shall we just go ahead and roll it and then talk about it?
Let's roll it and talk about it. Very excited.
Okay. And
അമ്മമ്മേ അപ്പൊ മണിയന്റെ കഥയോ?
രാത്രി കിടക്കുമ്പോൾ വല്ല ഭഗവാന്റെ നാമം വിളിക്കുന്നതിന് പകരം ജ്യോതി വിളക്ക് കെട്ട കള്ളന്റെ കഥയാ നിനക്കറിയണ്ടേ? ഓന്റെ കഥയൊന്നും രാത്രി പറയാൻ കൊള്ളൂല മോളെ.
Great logo. Love that 3D design. And I love that the whole thing. And I'm not sure if we saw multiple time frames. It was kind of hard to tell. It moved pretty fast. I couldn't really quite tell. Did you see? I saw some.
Yeah, it was the guys with cars and guns and stuff. Yeah. And then there was
the old 50s or 90s.
Yeah, probably. Maybe 50s.
But I'm sure they were all in there.
Yeah. But does he play like a time traveling guy or like the same person in different personas?
I have no idea what this is about. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I want the trailer to tell me. I try not to do too much homework because I want it to see if we can get it, but it's very intriguing. It's lots of fire, I didn't see a ton of magic, but there was lots of like jumping around and flying, but it's that Malayalam style where it's not overdone. It's like there's just probably some touches, but it's not going to be like full on slow motion flying through the air all the time like Hindi movies.
Right.
Looks a little more grounded. He looks fantastic. You know, he's very cool. Dynamic. I like that last shot of fire behind him coming up. It's really cool.
And they do that thing where they have the colors, you know, the one color on one side and another color on the other side. I think they ripped me off with that idea.
Oh, did you invent that?
Yeah, look at my background. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Damn it. You got to keep that stuff under wraps, Burk. You got to hold on to that.
I know. But the visuals in this, of course, look really intense and really high end, and it was a great shot. I think things were happening so quickly I couldn't really keep up with what I was seeing. I was, when the next one is on, I'm still sort of processing what did I just see, and there was a shot where somebody I think blows out a lantern, and then you see this whole army of people with torches, and all the torches go out. From a source, like somebody or some force was able to put out all the lanterns. That was kind of a magical thing. That was kind of cool.
It was. That was cool.
Torches or whatever they had. Fires.
Well, Tovino Thomas is kind of in the news right now because another film, a Malayalam film, just came out called 2018. We also did a trailer reaction. He stars in that, and it's about the Kerala floods and how people were dealing. It looks amazing. Not in LA for some reason. It's like the closest one is like 2 to 3 hours away. So that's super annoying. So we haven't been able to see that yet. Really want to see it. But that movie is killing it at the box office. Yeah. So Tovino Thomas is feeling pretty damn good right now. So he's all like, I got this box office hit and this other insane, crazy movie. This is like one of the big deal action films for Malayalam. Can they cross over into international markets with this film because it's going to be such a crowd pleaser? It has that sort of vibe.
Well, the title ARM, I guess it's ARM, sort of like RRR, and I mean, it's not literally called ARM, I don't think,
it's
right?
Ajayante Randam Moshanam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say that right. That's why it's called ARM, because people like me can't say it. This is Jithan Lal's one of his first movies. It's pretty ambitious considering he's directing Tovino Thomas in 3 different roles or 3 characters. I don't know if they're separate or like you said, time travel-y, or if it's like an anthology type film.
Maybe he plays his great grandfather, his grandfather, his father, and himself. Some kind of a time, a process. I mean, in order to make a film like this, you don't just say, "Hey, let's set it in 3 different times." It's really hard to do period films. I mean, I've worked on films with period stuff, and people are like, "Wait a minute, is this the right kind of car key that you would have in the 70s, or the 60s?" You have to take care of each detail, because if you don't, there's going to be a million internet people like, "You got it wrong." And so to avoid that, you really have to pay attention to everything. And so making period TV series, period films, super difficult. And the idea of doing 3 period, I mean, the 90s is not even the present, because you can't have somebody using a iPhone. You have to make sure it's not an iPhone. And depending on what time, what month in the 90s, what year, you're going to have a Motorola flip phone, or are you going to
those are almost easy details. Like things are like street lamps are different, or a building that wasn't there, or there's like all these little details that are almost to avoid.
And also, if you want to get it really right, which I always love, I've worked on things where I worked on Mad Men, things like that, where you had to get where the details really were important. And the prop master I was working for is super meticulous and really like a genius for that kind of stuff. And she was like I was saying with the car keys and everything, she was like getting down to like buying vintage key blanks and making sure that the key was cut in a way so that if you had the 2 car keys next to each other for the same car, they were cut the same. They weren't just 2 vintage keys.
That's kind of that seems a little over the top, but I appreciate her attention to detail.
I love that stuff. We went to so much trouble to make the paper cups correct, because and it's difficult because you can't just find vintage paper cups laying around.
They gotta be right.
Yeah.
And then here's the official teaser posters. There were a few versions of these. This is just one of them, but different stars were kind of helping to present this movie. So they kind of did a play on that with different people in the posters. So this is the hero poster. It has that great logo on it. It has Tovino Thomas and his cool look. I mean, it's almost unrecognizable from the 2018 trailer. It's insane. It was crazy hair and everything.
Yeah.
But it looks really like high adventure, very, very fun. And I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it looks like I mean, I'm curious to see what what's the deal with the 3 different time frames.
Yeah, I'm dying to know that. More information coming soon.
I can get pretty obsessive about period films and how fun it is to work. I've always enjoyed it, working on stuff from the 60s, worked on a lot of the NASA things like From the Earth to the Moon and things like that. And had to get, the watches had to be right, and the frames of the glasses, all that stuff. So they had to do that 3 times.
3 different times in this movie. So I'm dying to see it. So let us know what you think of the teaser in the comments, and be sure and subscribe and like and hit the bell button so you get little announcements when our new videos come out. And let us know what you think of this movie. And if you don't have any more details about it, let us know. We're dying to know. So thanks for coming back.
Comments and tell us how to pronounce things if you can.
If it's possible. We're trying. We're getting better.
Our friends out there who do that, who are very patient with us and forgiving and all that. We're trying.
We're doing it. All right. Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.